Good morning to all my friends and family, and welcome to this episode of Jim's 5 a.m. Club. As you can see, it's an early morning. I'm here at Circular Quay train station, just waiting for a train to come, and they're running out of order at the moment because of all the train strike activity. But probably about 10 minutes away. So what I'll do is I'll sneak in a book summary. And today's book summary is entitled The Practice of Groundedness by Brad Stulberg. An interesting book, especially in our very, very busy and rushed lives. The author offers the following observation to kick off his book. And he says that if we never ever take it easy, if we never have downtime during the easy periods of our day or the easy phases of our lives, we are never able to go full throttle during the hard periods either. And what happens, according to this author, is that there is a trap in life that you get stuck in. And he says that when you get stuck in a place called the grey zone, where we're never really stressing ourselves, but we're never really resting either. So it's important, I guess, from this perspective, to be able to act accordingly and proportionately to the things that are happening around us. So what the author here is saying is that, during the downtimes when things are not hectic, you've got to take advantage of that situation and basically rest up as much as you can, so that you can go full throttle when you need to. But if you're revving and over-revving throughout your life at times that don't need you to be hyperactive and fully engaged, then you're basically causing yourself damage. And this is what this book's all about. So it's all about making the most of your life and not getting too obsessed or over-obsessed with things all the time, else you tire yourself out and you lose focus and you lose the proportionality, you lose perspective in things in life. And the big threat that we all have is that if you're constantly stressed, if you're constantly on edge, then life is not great. If we just do things just to go through the motions. So the first key point that comes out of this book is where the author reminds us all that we can get obsessed with life, and you can get obsessed with a thing called the cult of success, where you're constantly chasing the wind. You're constantly chasing something that is not there. And what it eventually will do is it will lead you to a place of sadness, a place of emptiness, a place where you're not fulfilled, and that in itself could be the beginning of the end of most of our peacefulness and tranquility. So one of the big challenges that we all face, according to the author, is that we live in a world now where we have a thing called heroic individualism, and it can lead to burnouts and further consequences, not only to yourself but to other people around you, your family, your partner, your friends, your work peers. This whole thing about individualism is a bit of a disease that we catch from other people. So the author here reminds us as well that burnout usually starts when you're not grounded in your inner life. You know, you can have things happening left, right and centre on your external life, in our external circumstances. But what we need to do is build a moat around our sanity to be able to be grounded in our inner life. Because this restless chase, this feeling that we're never ever good enough, you know, the sensation where you feel guilty, is not good enough. You know, we need to have an out, and we need at times, not always, but at times, to be able to hop off the treadmill and go at our own pace. And this groundedness that we talk about from this book, the author talks about, comes from gaining internal peace, being able to connect with your inner core, and to try and find a constant in ourselves, which is not linked and not influenced and not shaped and taken control of by the outer chaos, which is invariably happening in most people's lives. So the author goes on to say that after you've discovered your roots and after you conquer your groundedness, it's important to share those roots and those and the beauty with your community, because at the end of the day, each and every one of us, like it or not, are social. We're social beings, and if you are isolated in the tyranny of this heroic individualism, you'll end up suffering, because, as we said, people are social. We need to collaborate, we need to cooperate, and what this heroic individualism actually does is it disconnects us from the things that we find fulfilling, and it leads to burnout, mental disorder, and it has many negative implications, is the message which comes from this book. My train's just arrived, and because trains are running out of order, what I'll do is I'll just hop in this train and I'll finish off this book summary as best I can. So the call to action from this author is to be more grounded where possible. So it looks like it's starting to rain again, so it's going to be another wet day, which means that because I'm currently working in construction, I may get an early day home today. So the next point, the last formal point to come out of this book, is where the author talks about the importance of exercising to assist us to become more grounded. We've always heard growing up the saying, healthy mind, healthy body. But science has been able to inform us over time that exercise or having a healthy body will invariably improve our minds and make us healthy in other aspects of our lives, because exercise releases certain hormones, things called endorphins, that help burn off the bad hormones, such as cortisol, caused by stress and all the other issues that surround us in our modern life. So the bottom line is that exercise performs wonders. So the call to action from this author is to simply get moving. have an exercise routine incorporated into your daily rituals, because what we need in this uncertain, chaotic world is we need more certainty, and the way you get more certainty is to have rituals and routines that you do every morning and every evening, which give you a certain level of control over your day. It gives you some certainty, and it's important to have certainty and have periods and phases of certainty that are go-tos, especially in a life and in a world where we've got so much uncertainty throughout the day. So kick off your morning with some rituals where you can incorporate certainty, because humans absolutely thrive on certainty. Our mental health, everything revolves around it. So whereas, once we leave our house, things are completely uncertain because nobody's been to the future, nobody's been to today. It's important to be able to kick off your day with your own little pattern of certainty. Similarly to what I do, I kick off my morning, I catch the bus early, I take notes. For example, I'll take notes on the bus, I'll read a book summary, and then I'll deliver a book summary before I get to work. So my day has commenced with a dose of certainty. It's also good to be able to exercise early in the morning, and to do other things like pray, have breakfast, take some notes in terms of planning your day, try and think out in advance the things, the goals, the actions, the tasks that you want to do, because all of those things will ground you and will gift you inner peace, so that you're in a better position to take on the challenges that the day will send our way. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me on this episode of Jim's 5am Club, where we've been through another book summary, and today's book summary is entitled The Practice of Groundedness by Brad Stulberg, and I hope that we've learnt some new skills, some new life hacks that we can incorporate into our daily life, our daily schedule, to help us get through the day and be a little bit more productive. To my Greek Orthodox friends, today's Tikno Pempti. Sunday is the last day that we eat meat before Easter. For those who are following the fast, the Paschal fast. So this Sunday we stop eating meat. The following Sunday we stop eating dairy products, and then the following Monday fortnight is when we have Clean Monday, Cathari Destera, where the strict fast commences for 40 days, leading to the beginning of Holy Week, where it continues for another week. So wishing everybody all the best. Kali dinami. Enjoy your meat for today, the Tikno Pempti meats, and wishing us all inner peace and groundedness. Yassas, take care, and we'll chat again. Bye for now, from Jim on Jim's 5am Club.